Don't forget to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you know when videos drop. Thanks for watching.
It's a very hot and humid day here on the Peacock farm. And what do we do on a very hot and humid day? Probably one of the hottest days we had, or close to it, is put together our peacocks that come from a company who's been very good to us over the years, Zier International. I'll put the link below, so if you want to buy one of these and put it together on your place, you can get them. They're very good. We've had a few of them. You can see the dripping of the sweat off my forehead, so forgive that. It's really hot out here. It's probably close to 100 degrees in the shade with the dew points and everything. That's Fahrenheit. And here's the peacock. Yes, he comes in 5 pieces, and got the air conditioning going over there. And we've got the first one up, and you can see what he looks like. The peacocks are yelling. I'm gonna get really hot here in the sun. I'm not gonna stay out here too long because of the temperatures, but we got the first one put together. It was kind of a challenge. The first part is the body, is what I was holding here, and this is what it looks like. And then you connect it to the feet, and there's 2 little spots right down there that you use a little wing nut, and then you connect the 2 pieces of the tail together, and you hooked it back up to the back of the tail. Now, the biggest problem with this is, and we're going to try to show you here as I walk back to get some shade, is that you're going to have to bend this part back with the pliers very carefully, not to break it off, because you will not be able to put in those parts. So we're going to kind of show you what we do piece by piece. I'm going to cool off for a while. Mrs. Peacock's hanging over there. She's got to help me. I think this is a 2-man and lady job to do. So we're going to be back in a second and putting it back together. This is going to be beautiful. And we have to still repair our other 2 peacocks that were hurt in the tornado. And it was 112-mile-an-hour winds here on June 25th, 2024. And we had to replace that, but we're going to try to restore the other ones. These are not the same, but they're pretty close. Here he is, so we'll be back in a second. It's hot, and I'm going to try to get the head on, and then we'll put the tail on later when it's cooler. But here are the 2 nuts I was talking about. It's pretty simple if you can get them on. They give you a little wrench to put it in, and sometimes they just don't go on. The first 2 had issues getting screwed back on. And of course on camera it doesn't work the way you want it to work. Let's try this side. Maybe this will work better. Well, I finally got the other one hand tightened off camera, and now I'm going to tighten it with my fingers as far as I can while Mrs. Peacock holds it up so that it doesn't fall off. Like I said, this is a 2-person job, and she's going to hold on tight as I snuggle this here. There we go. And I'm kind of struggling here. It's kind of hard when you're sort of sweaty on a hot, humid Iowa day. There we go. Or maybe there we don't go. Okay, there it is. There's the 2 bolts. Well, it's finally finished. We call this the Peacock Walk of Fame. Yes, my older peacocks on our walkway were really tattered by our June 25th, 2024 tornado, which we classified, they didn't. It was 112-mile-an-hour winds. And we replaced the tattered and half-destroyed peacocks with new ones, as you can see here. They are so beautiful. We are so happy that we have these peacocks on our farm. These remind us of where we were and where we came from. We've had a lot of struggles here with the 2014 tornado and now the 2024 tornado, but we're stronger than ever, and every day we walk through this pathway here, we are walking through our Walk of Fame. So if you like to have peacocks around and you can't have the live birds, these are the ones to get. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for viewing. Hey viewers, don't forget to make a donation. The link's below.
Order the Wacky World of Peafowl books at peafowl.com.